Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the third type of verbs in French, which are the pronominal verbs, les verbes pronominaux. Now, what's the basic distinction between a pronominal verb and any other verb in French? The difference is that pronominal verbs are always accompanied by a pronoun, whereas the other verbs are not. Okay, that's the main way how you spot a pronominal verb in French. Now, quickly have a look at the types of pronominal verbs that we have. The first one are the reflexive verbs, then we have reciprocal, then we have passive pronominals, and then we have the subjective pronominal verbs. Let's quickly have a look at them one by one. Okay, the reflexive pronominal verbs now. Whenever a subject does an action on itself, then it's known as a reflexive pronominal verb. For example, I say I get up at 8 in the morning. That means this action of getting up is being done by me, on me. Okay, that means such verbs are known as reflexive pronominal verbs. The second is I brush my teeth twice a day. Again, the action of brushing is being done by me, on me, and hence a pronominal verb under this category. Then I am getting ready for a party. That means I am getting ready means I am the one who is performing the action, and I'm getting ready, that means the effect is also coming on me. So that's again a reflexive verb. So very basic definition, very simple one. Action is done by the subject on itself, then it comes under this category. Second are the reciprocal verbs. Now, as the name suggests, here some sort of reciprocative action takes place. Now, for a reciprocative action to take place, we need minimum 2 people for such verbs. So if 2 or more than 2 people are involved, then such verbs can be there in this sentence. For example, I say we talk to each other every day. That means here a reciprocative action is taking place between 2 people. Person A is talking to person B, and in turn person B is also talking to person A. That means it's a reciprocative, a two-way action. And such verbs come under the reciprocal verb category. They write each other letters. So person A is writing a letter to person B and vice versa. Again, this action is a reciprocative one because it's taking place between the two, A to B and then B to A. The third one is we met each other at a coffee shop. So person A met person B at a coffee shop, and in turn the person B also met the person A at the same coffee shop. So again a reciprocative action. So these are the second type of pronominal verbs, that's the reciprocal verbs. The third one is the passive pronominals. Now, passive pronominals basically are the ones in which the subject is actually not performing any action, but rather it's undergoing an action. Okay. For example, I say red wine is drunk at room temperature. The subject of my sentence, which is red wine, is actually not performing any action, but rather it's undergoing the action of getting drunk by some person at room temperature. So the action is being undergone by the red wine and it's not performing any action. The next one is this poem is learned easily by the students. Here this poem is subject and it's getting learned easily by the students. So again the poem is not performing any action, but rather it's being learned easily by the students. So it's undergoing the action of getting learned easily, and hence it's a passive pronominal. These are the third type. Going on to the last category, that is the subjective pronominal. Now, subjective pronominal is a bit difficult to explain right now because I'm just introducing you to the pronominal verbs. So I'll just tell you very briefly what they are, and then later on when I tell you the usage part of the pronominal verbs, then we are going to dig deeper into these category. What happens basically, some verbs can exist in pronominal and non-pronominal forms both. For example, the verb demander. Demander means to ask. Generally, it means to ask in a non-pronominal way. But when you use this verb with a pronoun and make it a pronominal verb, then the meaning changes to wonder. That means to wonder. Similarly, with the verb appeler, appeler means to call in general, but when you use this verb again with a pronoun and make it a pronominal verb, the meaning changes to be named. So these are the 4 types of pronominal verbs that exist. A lot of people are only aware about the first category and they think that that's all about the pronominal verbs. But guys, it's not like that. Pronominal verbs comprise of all these 4 categories. And in this video, I just talked about the types. In the later videos, once we are thorough with a few more concepts in the language, then I'll dig a little deeper and tell you about how to use these verbs exactly in a sentence. So that's it for this video, guys.